I want to talk about the things that inspire me as a person and what I like to do and my future aspirations. But first, I should probably start with the fact that for my entire life, I've always avoided reading books. Although I'm smart, probably smartest alive, but I've always avoided reading books. But recently, I actually realized I cannot escape reading books because books are like guidelines to life. They just guide you and they are the torch to navigate life. So, my very first book that I'm ever reading, ever in my entire life, and I'm 24 years old, Atomic Habits by James Clear. The reason why I decided to read this book first is because I realized I have a lot of bad habits. I wouldn't call them bad habits due to the things I've read in these books. They are not bad habits, they are just habits that don't serve me. So they are habits that are not good for me in my current situations. I have a few of them. One of them is using my mobile phone a lot. Did you hear that? Someone said that's true, that I use my phone a lot. But other than that, things that inspire me, honestly, looking at successful people online on social media, I don't know, that just inspires me. And the reason why it inspires me is because it makes me believe that I can also do it. If these people are doing it, I can also do it. Now, keep in mind, I'm an immigrant that arrived in Australia, a Western country, 2 years ago. So, this my entire okay. I should also mention I am an aspiring entrepreneur. So my entire entrepreneur journey started just 2 years ago. So I guess it makes sense that I'm just reading my very first book. I'm not saying we don't have book in my country, okay? For all you motherfuckers out there, we do have books, but I just don't get enough um, pressure or enough cue or enough hint as to how beneficial reading books is until I get to Australia. Well, literally everyone talks about the books they've read, how they find it inspiring, and the new things they've discovered about themselves or about life in general just by reading a book. So I thought, what better way for me to start than to deal with my bad habits? So I have three books right now. This is one of them, but I chose to read this one first. And honestly, I'll probably keep reading this for the rest of my life because it's kind of a manual. If you haven't read this, I highly recommend you read it. And as you can see, I'm actually only on page 129 in this book, and I've already gained a lot of value from this book. So it's well worth it. It was $39 here in Sydney, Australia. It's probably cheaper. You can probably get a used one on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay. Um, so what inspires me? People that drive fast cars on the internet, especially those young kids. Think about it. Those 17 years old drop shippers and affiliate marketers and those boys that do YouTube videos. It's just crazy. I'm not hating on anyone, but just saying, like, these 17 years old with fast cars and people your age, doing fun things, and you're just there with nothing. Absolutely bizarre. But that definitely inspires me. The other thing I want to talk about is the things that I use in my day-to-day life that really helps me and that is helpful to my life. One of them is unconventional, but YouTube videos. YouTube videos has been so helpful in my life. I literally, whenever I need to find something, I just look on YouTube. We all do have YouTubes, but most of you use it for the wrong reasons. But I use it for to benefit my life. I started a business, and quite frankly, I found my business model on YouTube. So I use YouTube for my day-to-day life, and I think YouTube and the creator economy is going to be very helpful. and also detrimental at the same time. Because a lot of people are using it for the wrong things, but people that are smart are using it for the good. They're using it for the betterment of their lives. So that is one thing that I like to use in my day-to-day life that is really helpful. And that is one of the reasons why I'm creating this channel. I have understand over the last few years that I got to this country, Australia, that to be significant in life, you have to provide value. So if you provide value to enough people on a long enough time frame, you will become significant. And the very, very last thing that I would not like in my life is to be insignificant. And I'm sure you guys watching as well would not want to be insignificant. No one wants to be insignificant. We all want to have five girlfriends. I'm joking. No five girlfriends. I have only one. But we want to be significant. We want to have value in we want to provide value to our family, to our friends, to our loved ones, to the people we care about. And we also want to inspire others. So if you want to inspire others, learn to provide value. On this YouTube channel, the one you're currently watching right now, the way I'm going to be providing my own version of value is to talk about myself a little bit, talk about myself, but most importantly, talk about the business model that I said I just found, which has been really helpful. It's been funding my life for the past 2 months. It's not a lot of money, but it's making me something. And I really, really am passionate about this business, and I think it has a big future. So we'll see. If this business becomes bigger than it currently is, I would be giving out to begin this business for free to people that are interested in it. So there we go. Make sure you leave a like on this video, by the way, and read Atomic Habits.